welcome to a new video. We're at La Bicicleta Verde in Santiago, Chile. I'm gonna hit the city of Santiago today with this cool bike over here.
Hi and welcome to Santiago, the capital of Chile, 6 million inhabitants. I've been biking around on the rental bike over here. And yesterday's theme was mountains and foothills. I made it all the way to the foothills of the Andes Mountains, which are situated really close to the city. Awesome views, I guarantee you. Now in the process, I passed through some really posh neighborhoods. But as viewers of this channel will know, I'm more interested in the authentic, rougher areas of town because those tend to be more around than posh areas. So it's not a coincidence that I'm right here at this spot. Over here is the Avenida Legua and La You can see the sign. That road over there. It's typically considered the divide between the more posh west of Santiago and the rougher east. Hi. The lady over there wanted to be in the video because she saw that I was recording. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that road south and I go southwest. And I have to say, I don't take biking around the rougher areas lightly. I don't draw attention to myself too much. The weak spot is obviously the GoPro camera, but it helps that I always have dark clothing. Yeah, so the GoPro camera doesn't draw too much attention. My legs are still hurting from yesterday, I have to admit, but I'll manage. And maybe a fun fact, I packed a lot of warm clothes, of course, when I got here because it's winter time here. It's okay, it's actually pretty nice, but it's still a little bit chilly, and I didn't pack a scarf, unfortunately, when I flew to Chile. So I have a hotel towel over here, the white stuff, maybe you can see it. So yeah, let's hit Avenida Vicuna Macana and explore the rougher parts of Santiago. Come and join me.
Yeah, that towel looks really elegant. Not so, but one's gotta do what one's gotta do. Anyway, I thought it was symbolic to record this intro shot at Vicuna Macana, but that was actually half an hour into the trip already. Like, right there is where the shot was taken, at the border of the comunas of Santiago and Unoa. I was on my way to the comuna of San Joaquin, right over here. That's where the notorious neighborhood of La Legua is. But the trip actually started in the comuna of Providencia, where my hotel was. So I stored the bike in the hotel. I arranged that with the hotel staff. You can see it right over here on the left. Stored at the hotel and it was ready to go in the morning. That's the right hand side picture. So yeah, let's go and roll.
So Santiago has this bike rental system. Like right here, the orange bikes. So serious kudos to that. But usually those kind of bikes don't cut it for me. I think they're more suitable for short distances. So I always get a more specialized bike. Like this one that I have right now. Yeah, so it's a Saturday. People are relaxing, enjoying themselves. Cool. Okay, that doesn't look too safe. Big church coming up. Basilica del Corazon de Maria. Basilicum of the Heart of Maria. I guess. Starts to become authentic already. Yeah. This seems to be a street with a lot of car garages and the owners of the garages trying to, I don't know, attract customers or something? Not entirely sure. Oh, I think I have to get out of the way. Yes. Oh. that will be a tough task. Jeez. Wow. All these people. Stuck again. Hopeless. Wow. Okay, Avenida Vicuna Macana, here we come. Truth be told though, I had already been biking for 20 minutes or so before I hit the spot where I take my introduction. So between the introduction and this shot, you have seen some footage of me zigzagging my way to the spot where I take my introduction. Fun times also. So now it's on to the south of Santiago. Along this road, which is, as mentioned in the introduction, considered the social divide between the posh and the rougher parts of the city. More high-rise apartment buildings coming up. That's an orange light. Extremely dangerous coming up. Look at this. Your wheel can get easily stuck in it. Wow. But that is a sign that this road is not adapted to cyclists. Subway over there. Metro. I think I'm now entering the neighborhood of Legua. That's supposedly a very dodgy neighborhood. I mean, look at this text that I found online. There's also a documentary on it. This is supposedly a very rough area. But it is of interest, of course, to also bring you views from these kind of neighborhoods. I'll just continue and not stop.
Yeah, La Legua is quite something. While doing my homework up front, I found this quote on TripAdvisor from what seems to be a local. There's no way a tourist is ever going to end up anywhere near La Legua. Well, I'm a tourist and I'm about to enter La Legua. So apparently La Legua Emergencia is the worst part. And I got close to that part. Over here you can see it on the map. It will be on my right hand side. And here are some information boxes on La Legua Emergencia. That's pretty serious. From what I understand from several sources, including locals, is that the police does not go there. And I found evidence online that at least some years ago it was completely closed off by the police. Not sure if that's still the case. In general, if you enter iffy areas, you have to take some precautions. And I reflected on this already in my Tijuana video, although Tijuana and La Legua are not the same. So go check out that video. I already touched upon this at the beginning of this video. I did my homework. I wore dark clothes as to not make the camera too obvious on my chest. I picked my time wisely. It was a Saturday around 11 o'clock in the morning. That should help. And it's also important to let you know that being from the Netherlands, I'm very flexible on a bike. This is also why I needed a good bike and not a city rental bike from the orange class that I showed you earlier. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not going to talk while biking through La Legua. That's another precaution that I will take. So I'll be quiet. It will be one straight shot. I will not stop. So enjoy this around 4 minutes, one single shot footage of La Legua. And I will have some additional information in the white text on the bottom.
Hello. Did he just say hello to me? That's so nice. Oh, I gotta say, I expected it based on the online resources to be different. Goes to show, right? The speed bumps are very annoying. Oh, dead end road. You got it. Dogs, you know. And here's another one. Another one. Easy, fellas. Easy. 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 Speed bump. Oh, this dog just keeps following me. Okay. There's something intimidating about that. I think we can all agree. And you definitely don't want to be bitten. So far for the plan to not draw any attention to myself. Wow. I think we're just protecting that turf. Pretty certain about that. The problem was that it was a dead-end road, so I couldn't go anywhere but back. So the official name of the neighborhood is Población La Legua. And look at the Andes Mountains in the back. Wow. By now I've definitely left Legua again. The whole style of buildings is changing. I mean, you just have to look at the other side of the road here. That's not what I encountered in Legua. Cool. I like all these different flavors of a city. There you go. These local cyclists over there are on the left hand side. I like to stick to the bus lane. I don't like that cycling on the left hand side. Alright, I'm gonna take Avenida Departamental to the west. It's quite an interesting neighborhood, this. In fact, let me give you a 360 here. Interesting apartment blocks here. Graffiti. Seems to be fenced up. Yeah, how that looks. Al sur or al norte? To the south or to the north? I think that refers to the main road / highway that we're about to cross. Yeah, that's right there. To the south over there and the north over there. local cyclists, it seems. Awesome. Put some background music from that guy over there. Well, I'll probably have to pass then, because I go much faster. This guy has a camera as well. Cyclisage. I couldn't really read their jerseys. Here they are. Kudos, folks. Kudos. I'm returning to go back here because I think over here. Okay. Crossing under the railway. A road shared with cars that can actually go 50 kilometers per hour. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I knew about La Victoria and its reputation before I started biking today. When I passed it, it felt a bit grim indeed, but that was okay because that was the theme of the day. I was looking for that today. But it wasn't until back home that I dove a little bit more into the history of this neighborhood. And I can tell you, an interesting history it is indeed. La Victoria was founded in 1957 by impoverished people that were in dire need for new ground for their residences. And I suspect that the name La Victoria refers to the victory claimed by them when on October 31st, 1957, they occupied the ground where I was at right now. It was one of the first organized land captures in South America and represented an important milestone in Chile's social history. And over the decades that followed, La Victoria remained vigilant and resilient. For example, when Augusto Pinochet came to power. Resistance against his reign was fierce over here, I can tell you. You know, looking back at it, I now regret not biking deeper into the core of this neighborhood. I could have encountered really cool murals and cool scenes like these ones that I show on the screen right now that I found online. Apparently the place is full of colorful murals with clear messages. And I've seen this before. It reminded me of my trip through Belfast in 2023. And especially a 6 a.m. skating trip through Belfast came to mind. I skated through famous neighborhoods that were key in the Troubles era decades ago. And that was one of the most impressive trips I've ever done, with all sorts of murals with confronting messages along the way, all the while being completely alone at 6 a.m.
We came from that direction. We passed a few big highways. Sorry, I have to say, look at the Andes mountains in the back. It's an open space here, so perfect opportunity for a 360. I'm on my way to the neighborhood of Cerrillos, which should be, let me quickly turn, over here. I did not notice the sign over there, Park Cerrillos. So yes, I'm there. Okay, I can't help myself, really. The Andes Mountains, the longest mountain range in the world, the highest mountains outside of Asia, and they're really close to the city. Or I should say, the city is really close to the mountains. It's really amazing. And because it's a hazier day than yesterday, you can actually see the mountain tops kind of float in the air. Right? Floating snow caps of the mountains. It's an awesome view. That cyclist over there, he stopped, started talking to me in Spanish. I had no idea what he was talking about. Turns out he was wondering if I had a flat tire and if he could offer some service. You know, eventually I understood what he meant, and that was a very friendly offer. Thank you for that, buddy. Alright, metro station Cerrillos, right here. In fact, right here. Yes, we're in the neighborhood of Cerrillos. Shops. Well, time for 360. there, I think, is the neighborhood of Estación Central. I was there by inline skates. Check it out. The neighborhood is called Estación Central because the Estación Central, the central station, is in it. And that's kind of a iffy neighborhood, is what I read online. So this is where part 1 ends. In part 2 of this video, I'll make my way to metro station Maipu Plaza, which is where I'm at right now, right there in the back. So if you're interested in part 2 of this video, go check it out. Maipu Plaza in the southwest of the Santiago area.